right, I have great news on a poll. Look, I know, the polls can change and you never know, and believe me, we'll stay on top of it. Nobody's getting overconfident. But if this poll number stays the same, na 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 na, na na na, na na na, Trump is a goner for sure. I will explain the context as to why I say that. Because this is not, look, this is a lot of political knowledge. This is, and I'll back it up with numbers. This isn't like, oh, I feel this way. Oh, wouldn't it be great if it was that way? And it's also not overcompensating and having people go, well, you never know because of 2016. So no matter how much it appears that way, I'm going to just be, irrational in the opposite direction. You shouldn't be. And throughout today, as I'm doing live videos, from time to time when I can, I will call out our members on YouTube. So the Scroller 33, thank you for being a member. Appreciate it. If you want to be a member, you can hit the join button underneath. Super easy to do that. The reason I do this is because I can never remember which side it's on based on where I'm sitting. All right, anyway, you see it. It's a button down there. There's 3 layers, but you get badges so I know who you are. And thank you for using YouTube Super Chat too. Okay, so the Public Religion Research Institute puts out these numbers. It's a survey they did of religious folks in this country, specifically white evangelicals, but then we're going to get to white Catholics as well, and then I'm going to tell you why these are the most important numbers. So, now you guys know what Trump did. First of all, everything. I mean, he's been a monster through and through. But white evangelicals stayed with him for a lot of that because they said, yeah, but he's appointing conservative Supreme Court justices and conservative judges overall, and I'm theoretically pro-life, whatever that means. They're not really. I don't want to get into that. Ian Jones, thank you for being a member. But he's starting to lose them. Okay? Like, even they can't take it anymore. So, but what I'm specifically referring to is where he cleared out peaceful protesters with tear gas and using the military and the National Guard, etc. And he did a photo op in front of the church where he did not go in front of the church. He did not pray. He didn't say anything about the Bible. He held the Bible upside down and obviously used it as a political prop to the point that even Republican senators said, please don't use the Bible as a political prop. Michael Brennan, thank you for being a member. All right, so poll out a couple of days after he did that stunt. Now, I want to give you context right from the beginning. For white evangelicals in this country, Trump's favorability just last month, well, actually now 2 months ago several months ago in March, but very recently, March of this year, his favorability was 77%. Now, that's a giant number, and you might think it's unjustified. I think it's unjustified. But I'm going to give you historical 2016 context for that in a second. But he's at sky high at 77%. Now, boom, dropped 15 points to 62%. Chris Robinson, thank you for being a member. Okay, guys, 62%, if that number holds, it's over. Trump has no chance of winning the 2020 election. I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, jinx, double jinx, anti-jinx, evil eye, knock on wood. Are you crazy? We have to panic. No, last time I told you, you should panic, and people didn't panic. I told you Trump had a good chance of winning, and people wouldn't listen. If this number holds, it's a big if. We got 5 months to the election. He has almost no chance. I'm telling you, I'm saying almost just to be super cautious, but really no chance of winning. Why? Because in 2016, he won 3 states that he needed to win the Electoral College, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, by 78,000 votes. That's just a swing of 39,000 votes. That is, in 3 giant states, that is minuscule, meaning that he won by the skin of his teeth, barely won, okay? So how did he do it? He did it on the strength of white evangelical voters. They had a shocking 85% voter turnout. I mean, that is unreal. I've never seen anything like that. The Truth New Jersey 09 and Luna Sates, thank you for being members. Thank you for commenting. Okay, but you're saying, okay, 85% voter turnout. I mean, if 50% is a good number, 85% is an unreal number. But what percentage of them voted for Trump? Among white evangelicals, this same group, 81% voted for Trump. Look, if 81% of white evangelicals voted for Trump in 2020, he would still lose because the demographics have shifted and now they are a smaller percentage of the voting base, and 39,000 votes is almost nothing. So he would almost certainly, like even if you said 78,000, he'd almost certainly lose with 81% of the evangelical vote. Then he dipped to 77% in March. So it was there, his chances of winning became minuscule. Now, they're down to 62%. You might think, oh, that's a much better number than he has with anyone else. That's true. But it's not anywhere near good enough. If you know statistics, even if white evangelicals showed up at 85% again, and they voted 62% in favor of Trump, he's going to get landslided. Good night, Irene. No chance. Look, again, you go knock on wood and do all the things that you want to do, but I'm telling you political realities. And by the way, him losing in a landslide matters. Because if it's anywhere near close, he's going to be like, oh no, mail fraud, whatever, I don't care, I'm going to stay, etc. But if he gets landslided, he might say all that stuff anyway. But at that point, there's millions of people outside the White House, and some general walks up to him and says, sir, Mr. Ex-President, you gotta go, okay? Adrian Benningfield, Rom did it. I think I thanked you guys in the last video, but thank you for being members. All right, now, I haven't gotten... So that's the most devastating fact for his electoral chances. But there's one more devastating stat here that's just... It's a good night on top of good night. White Catholics is another group that supported Trump before, and even in as late as this March, had him at a 60% favorability. You want to know what it is in May? Come on, you want to know. 37%. He lost 23 points in just a couple of months with white Catholics. He's not only not popular anymore, not only does he have no chance of winning with that number staying what it is, but he's now underwater, and it's not only underwater, meaning under 50% and unpopular. That's a worse number than he is with the general population. James Graham, thank you for being a member. If he's lost white Catholics to the point where they're voting for him less than the general population, na 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 na. So this is when the right wing be like, oh, I saw your meltdown in 2016. It wasn't a meltdown, dude. Everybody else was sad and crying. I wasn't sad, I was mad. And I was more mad at the Democratic Party as to be so incompetent as to lose to a loser like Donald Trump. Colin O'Brien, thank you for being a member. And I said, we're going to straighten it out, and next time we're going to get him. Corbin B, thank you for being a member. And guess what? It looks like next time we're going to get him. And we were right, and we helped to straighten it out as progressives. We helped to get victories. And we're going to do it again. So, for all you right-wingers out there going, try and field me. That's kind of an awkward handle, but thank you for using YouTube Super Chat. Andrea V, thank you for being a member. S6 Alam, thank you for being a member, and thank you for the nice note. Anyway, so right wing, if you want to, there's go, oh yeah, we'll see you on election night in 2020. Great, come and see. Make sure you're watching the Young Turks on election night, because we're gonna have a great time. Now, look, guys, the only note of caution is, election is 5 months from now. We got to keep up the pressure. In that sense, we cannot get overconfident. But in terms of, if the election was tomorrow and it was legitimate, he would have 0% chance of winning with these numbers. That is a stone cold fact. All right. Remember, and by the way, to get us to that, I'm telling everybody, all of our folks, look, being a member makes a giant difference. Using YouTube Super Chat is really helpful. Most important thing, though, is to keep us healthy and strong throughout this year. Just get us to 2021. We'll be fine from there on out. But if you want, tyt.com/go to donate to the Young Turks so we can give you media like nobody else does it. The establishment doesn't do it this way. Certainly the right wing doesn't do it this way. We are independent media. We give you real facts, okay? tyt.com/go. If you're wonderful and have the capacity to give $127, we give you a gift. The gift is this shirt. It's this We Press On t-shirt. Yeah, that's a double meaning. That mic is so cool. I love that mic. So We have a hoodie version of this. If you give $1,000 and you go on the donor wall in my house and get to name things in the studio, it's fun. But we're just doing that as an appreciation. Dave Priestley, thank you for being a member. Appreciate it. But most importantly, you make this show possible. So thank you to every member, everybody using YouTube Super Chat, and definitely if you're going to tyt.com/go. And every time you have these shirts, guys, I know. So when I see somebody in a Sword in the Darkness shirt, they built our reporting team. When I see somebody in the Fist Breaking Through the Glass shirt, I know they built our studio. When I see you guys many years from now, Beeb920, thank you for being a member, by the way. But when I see you in this shirt many, many years from now, either starting today, going for a decade, however long you can keep the shirt, I'll know that you helped us get through the nightmare of 2020, and we owe you everything. So thank you guys. We do this show together. In fact, I got a bonus Sunday coverage. Alex McLeod. What a great Scottish name. I'm not sure you're Scottish, but it's a great Scottish sounding name. Anyway, I'm bonus coverage. I got 2 more stories for you guys. They're also bananas and awesome. So let's go check that out. Thank you to everybody.